This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Now the former Seahawk, Stephen Hauschka, with a run-up, and we are underway from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Mike, 49. Switch up, switch up.
On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Check, walk with these things.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. On play action, Allen. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound? From here.
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Wilson to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flush to his right. This complete to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Come up the ball. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after one. From the 27, Allen. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Take 4, take 4.
Allen taking it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mike, 49. Get that quarterback and on.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wilson, flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run down here with Prosise. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Mike 5-4. Push him back. Push him back.
Now on second and 16. Allen steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fit little man.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Allen going to throw towards the end zone for Brown. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And they turned the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Allen being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Allen now on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Throwing is Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running for it, here's Lynch. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They go play action here on first down. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trent Murphy, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game with a fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and 7, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen now throwing again. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32, the 30, past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to go deep for Beasley. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Catch it. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Rocket. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Flush to his right. He can run for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves.
And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering,